off all these siege tanks now. Those drones really desperately trying to run for their lives. There's Wednesday Night Starcraft.
Gaming.
For game 4 in Wednesday Night Starcraft, it is gonna be the game 4 in this best of 7 King of the Hill style. Listal will be spawning as the pretty in pink Zerg, as pretty as Zerg can get, versus the green Protoss of Hasuu. This is gonna be Tall Dream Altar. And a very interesting map choice by Hasuu. We'll see what comes of this. And now, one of the things that you got to remember is Tall Dream Altar is a very, very large macro map. So I'm expecting a much larger macro style game as Listal is spawning as the pink Zerg at the 7 o'clock position. Meanwhile, we have Hasuu spawning as the green Protoss here at the 5 o'clock position. It is not going to be cross spawns. So who do you think has the advantage this time around?
Well, it's very hard to say. I don't know about Listal's playstyle. Mutalisks are very nice in these positions, as you know, they can easily bounce in and out of that natural of Hasuu right there. But Hasuu can also warp in on top of the natural as well. So we're going to see, what we're looking out for is going to see if they can both, or how both of them abuse the terrain, if at all. You know, some people don't really like to abuse the terrain and just kind of like to run in the front and see what they can do. As a Terran player, I can't really do that. You know, I swore to, you know, the Jim Raynor Bible that I have to abuse terrain whenever possible. So I, you know, have to siege up siege tanks down here. But this is a TVZ, so, and it looks like Hasuu is gearing up, at least with that forward pylon, that he is going to do maybe a potential forge or gateway wall off, and it is going to be a forge. So it looks like we are going to have a Forge Fast expansion.
Yeah, so a Forge Fast expansion in this Protoss versus Zerg PVZ, not TVZ. But we are going to have the Forge here, and we'll see whether or not we're going to see a fast hatchery. If we do not see a fast hatchery, which in fact we are seeing a spawning pool and an extractor, I would be very concerned if Hasuu tried to go for a very fast Nexus. He needs to get perhaps try to finish off this wall in a little bit more quickly, as metabolic boosted lings may be knocking on the front door in just a moment. You can see Hasuu decided to pull in a second probe in order to scout out his opponent, and that was very, very important. You need to know before the 3-minute mark if that hatchery has gone down, if you do plan to do a fast expansion. And it looks like that Nexus will be coming in, and will Hasuu cut his probe production in order to get some cannons? That is the key question.
Oh, wow, very bold. He is throwing down his expansion, actually, so he is going to delay that cannon, and it looks like he does, looks like Listal does have 4 wings in production. Hasuu also doing a nice little heart patrol pattern, so hearts out to everybody to try to block that expansion as much as possible. The first cannon is out, but it's not really the cannon that Hasuu needs to get up. He needs to get this wall finished, because lings can just easily run by this cannon if they do swing all the way around. And we do have a gateway going up, and Hasuu is waiting. I'm sure he's going to throw down either a second gateway or a cybernetics core to complete this wall off. And this overlord is just all up in Hasuu's business. Does see everything, does see the cannon. The cannon cannot reach it. And Hasuu is going to, or should drop down something very quickly, as we do have 3 lings here that are about to make their way in. Hasuu, please throw something down.
No, I think Hasuu, what he's trying to do is he can warp in a gateway. He wants a cybernetics core. He wants his gateway to finish. If his gateway can finish, he can get the cybernetics core and then do a sigh of relief. He's just trying to buy as much time as possible. If he sees those Zerglings, then he's going to be like, yeah, okay, I need to throw down a gateway, but it looks like a cybernetics core will be coming into play. There you go. As now 1 photon cannon, and there is that wall. Taking a look into the base of the Zerg, Listal did open up with another hatchery as well. There was already a queen right nearby, ready to take care of that hatchery as soon as it is completed. And the queen staying in the hatchery, or next to the hatchery, like she should.
Yeah, Hasuu, you're absolutely right. He did want that gateway to finish, and he did get the cybernetics core down. And the Zealot actually rallied outside the base, so he is, and it looks like he is scouting around for any Zerglings and going right for that watchtower. Meanwhile, in over here in Zerg country, it looks like his expansion did finish. He was able to get it up. We do have a spine crawler going down, which is actually kind of odd, because he does know that Hasuu went for a gateway first, but
Forge first.
nonetheless, though, he a Nexus first, not a gateway first. And so he does know that really no aggression is going to be coming his way, but I guess he feels safer with the spine crawler, and here comes some more wings. Gonna see if he can try to intercept this Zealot.
Yeah, the Zealot is going to instead activate that far zone Naga Tower. We are going into that Stargate now, so that Stargate going to be very, very important. The Stargate normally built at the natural expansion as well. I think this was part of OGS's MC style, where you keep that tech building right there. The Zealot now trying to engage, but very, very nice micro coming in from Listal. And I believe that Zealot only got 1 kill and a lot of damage, but that was it, even though that the Zealot almost nearly completed that 1-0 attack upgrade.
Yeah, that was very impressive micro from Listal. Like you said, only losing 1 Zergling. But Hasuu is going up with now 3 Zealots. So, and as you can see, he is prompting a response from Listal. Listal is adding 6 more Zerglings. If we look in his base, Lair is done. He does have 3 gases up and running. So we are just waiting for the next tech structure to come out. If we go over to Hasu's base right now, and actually the Zealots are going in, and they get kind of trapped. They only take out a few. That spine crawler actually, spine crawler I was making fun of earlier, actually came in handy. Was able to poke some damage and help those Zerglings out. And it looks like Listal is gonna finish killing off the destructible rocks at the bottom, so he can take his third. And actually, a Stargate is done, and the first Void Ray is actually out and is coming around the back of the natural. And he might be able to see this Baneling nest if he just drops in the top, but it looks like he's going to take the long route down. If we look at the defense, the Evo chamber is only halfway done, and we only have 2 queens here. So I'm sure Hasuu is actually not following that Void Ray up with anything, so kind of an odd decision.
Yeah, I really don't know what to make of Hasu's build right now. There is one Void Ray in the air that's doing pretty much nothing. It will be able to catch an Overlord as it's trying to do some scouting, and the Overlord will get destroyed. As you know, Void Rays or the Protoss fleet, one of the few, the only race that can actually attack while moving. So that Void Ray would have just been able to keep up there. Zerglings are now moving out as well, and we are also going into a robotics base. So this may be a very, I guess, old school style, but we also may be getting some Baneling carpet bombing as well. The pneumatized carapace already done, ventral sacks about to be completed. You can see that these Banelings, essentially 200 hit point Banelings, will be coming into play, as those Banelings will be jumping inside that Overlord for some carpet bombing.
Yeah, this is absolutely scary position, but actually the Void Ray is working down the third. These queens are slowly but surely making their way on there. Obviously not the stars of their, track team going, but definitely, trying to save this expansion. A good amount of damage done, but here come the Banelings. We do have 1 Overlord 404 going to the main, but we have 6 Banelings going to the natural, and here he comes. Hasuu is not paying attention and is losing, lost so many probes, and here comes the main. And he moves just in time, and now he's just running. Oh no, don't cut back. And loses a whole bunch more cutting back. So Hasuu, kind of with a little miss micro there, did lose a ton of workers. If we go to the worker count now, he is down 11 workers, 29 to 40. Not in a terrible position, but now that the third base is up for Listal, Hasuu, I really think needs to make something happen here pretty soon.
Yeah, Hasuu is definitely now just fighting uphill. You can see that the Spire Tech now coming in as well. The drone count 46 compared to 31, a 50% advantage over his opponent. Hasuu doesn't have the ability to really power or really just produce enough units off of all of these units. As you can now see, the Overlords are now once again trying to push in, but the Overlord getting destroyed there. Sentries and Zerglings also coming into play as well, but the Overlords all destroyed. Another Overlord coming back in. There are 2 Banelings here, and there goes one, and another group of workers have been killed. A lot of damage being dealt. Colossi now finishing off the rest of these units. It looks like a Void Ray will get destroyed. Taking a look at the losses are pretty even at this point. In fact, if you look at the losses, Hasuu supposedly has killed more. The true problem, though, is that it's been a lot of army units versus a lot of production or just worker units.
Yeah, I am being told that the stream is laggy and skipping a lot, so hang tight, guys. We'll try to see what's going on, because right now in game everything seems fine, but I am watching the stream at the same time, and apparently, yeah, it is lagging quite a bit. So we are going to try to figure out, I guess, while Crota tries to see what's going on. I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on since, you know, you're kind of just getting snapshots at the moment. But anyway, Hasuu is moving out with 2 Colossus and a handful of gateway units. And it looks like he's going right for the third. We do have 63 drones to 35 probes. So quite a worker difference going on. Hasuu is going to push in here, though, with his gateway units, 2 Colossus and a Void Ray. And we have a lot of Mutalisks coming in. And here come the Mutalisks. Hasuu force-fielding Mutalisks, I don't think that'll work. Not that tall. And, oh, and everything is just going down. And I don't know, Hasuu might have to GG here, but this Void Ray doing so much damage. And here come reinforcements finally. And he looks like he will actually take this third down. So Hasuu, with actually a very impressive attack, does take out all but 4 of the Mutalisks. And it looks like the stream went down while I was talking about the whole battle, but in case you guys missed it, it was pretty awesome. Quick update, Hasuu took down a lot of Mutalisks and there was a big battle, so welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Sorry about that. I don't know what exactly happened there. Hopefully it does look a little bit better if you guys refresh the stream. You can see Queen's now trying to engage. Hasuu now just doing an all-in attack here, but Baneling's getting stopped by force fields. Nicely done, as we can see that those Guardian Shields really preventing a lot of the damage from those Mutalisks. The Guardian Shield reduces the amount of damage on the Glaive Worm by 2, and also that bounce as well. So I believe that's the reason why the Mutalisks have been taken down so easily. And you can now see more and more Stalkers and Colossi continuing to push. And I believe this was just completely catching I think Listal off guard. He thought, like, yeah, I'm in a dominant position. I got a lot of worker kills. But now the bases are getting destroyed, as now I believe there's some more carpet bombing happening in the main bases as well. Only 22 probes compared to 40 at this stage.
And Hasuu pushed at probably the best and only time he could have to come back in this game. There was a huge Mutalisk transition, so the ground force was almost non-existent. And that was the only thing Hasuu had to worry about. For all of you people, and by I mean all you people, everybody who missed the bottom battle, except for me and Crota and the people in this game, Listal had were Mutalisks to defend that. And Hasuu, with the Void Ray and Sentries and Stalkers, were able to take out the Mutalisks and just keep pushing. Because now all it was Banelings and Zerglings against Colossus and ground units, which, you know, isn't really the best. And you know, the Roach Warren is just now finished, but, you know, this is just too little too late. It seems beautiful force fields. The Colossus taking out a lot of Banelings. All the Zerglings are going. The macro hatch is going down. And I don't think that Listal can recover from this.
Yeah, I don't think Listal can recover at all. Like, I looked away for a couple of seconds to figure out what was going on with the stream, and now just a complete GG, a complete turnaround. Very, very well played by Hasuu. And Hasuu now able to even up the score. The only thing I can say is watch my YouTube channel, because I was able to record all of that, and you guys can go ahead and watch that, just the tipping point in that game.